let's talk a little bit in a similar way about the next core pillar, the streaming data movement. So we know that that's responsible for the end-to-end process of moving data through VERA and is utilizing Flink CDC. But more importantly, what is it actually doing? And again, how does that benefit users?
Benefit here is less immediately obvious to a consumer, but if you think about most companies, now most companies have grown up around data in the last 20, 30 years. And the one thing we can safely say is that data is in many places. Whether it's a legacy database sitting on a box somewhere no one's allowed to touch except under lock and key, whether it's in the latest and greatest piece of new open source tech. All of these different data sources are optimized for a specific use case. What this means, though, is data is not always in the right format or easily accessible to whomever needs it. And when you're trying to evolve your company, build AI-powered products, just build products that rely on this data, you need the ability to move it from wherever it is to a new, easier to access medium with modern semantics without kind of damaging where it was. And Flink CDC is kind of the big kind of core pillar here, because what it does is it says, we will take the changes from where they are, we'll abstract them all, we'll create a metadata and a lineage for each of these points. Now, particularly in the kind of more modern GDPR world, it's really important to know where your data came from, not just where your data is going. So it's things like being able to absorb all your customer information from the modern Postgres login server, but still have all their transactions they've made on their insurance accounts from some DB2 mainframe, all in one place, so that when you do need to say, hey, there's a claim here, you really can check what their policy was 6 years ago when they opened it, and 15 years ago when they first became your customer. And all this information relies on streaming data movement because it allows you to build that plane of abstraction across any amount of your data real estate without having to compromise on either performance or accessibility or even reliability of the underlying systems.